A disclaimer, this will be a different type of video. As you guys know, I'm not in the US, I'm here in Croatia, Europe, and I wanted to show you how the toy hunt looks like here in Croatia. And before we start, I have to say that compared to the United States of America, for example, or any other larger country, Croatia has only around 4 million people. And although it's a beautiful country, it's not a big country, and we don't have that many large, extremely large stores. And especially toy stores are a problem over here. Because 10 years ago, I would say, Croatia did have toy stores. And those toy stores were called Turbo Limac, or like in translation, Turbo Kid, Turbo Small Guy, or something like that. And those stores were amazing. They had all of the figures, a lot of TMNT stuff, Transformers, DC, Marvel, Star Wars, everything. But I guess it was difficult for them because at the time sales were not doing well. And so those Turbo Limac stores were transformed into stores called Magma. And so that was then the other type of toy store. But those stores had the same fate, and after a few years those were closed as well. So as I said, Croatia is not that big as a country, but losing those toy stores for us here meant something similar like losing Toys R Us for you guys in the US, you know. So now the only toy stores that we have are those smaller stores with toys for small children, you know. And the only stores that are getting some, and I mean some, of the action figure lines are stores called Miller. And these are the types of stores that are selling all kinds of things, cosmetics mostly, food for your pets, all of the school stuff and so forth. But they do have the toy section. And in this video we will actually go through some of these stores that I have here in the city where I live at the moment. So I just wanted to invite you to walk with me through few of these Miller stores, just so that you can experience what I see when I go to these types of stores, because you will see how much of the things that maybe you collect and I collect are not here in stores, are not here on the shelves. You will see a lot of stuff, but you will also see that the things that you like are missing. So I would say that that's enough of me rumbling for this intro, and let's move on to Toy Hunt. Well, hello collectors, welcome back to the channel. So this video will be something a little bit different, because I saw that a lot of you guys are making those toy hunting videos, and so today I decided to go on a toy hunt of my own. But there is actually nothing in stores that I need, because most of the new things that are coming out are on pre-order, and I already made those pre-orders. But what I want to show to you guys is how the toy shelves look here in Croatia. So we'll go to a few different stores and we're gonna check out what they have. So our first stop today will be the so-called Porta Nova Center. Let's go and see what they have on their shelves. Okay, so this is one of the malls in my city, and the store that we are looking for is this one, Miller or Müller. It's the only store that sells the Black Series figures here in Croatia, and some of the figures in my collection I found actually in this store. This is the toy aisle, and you can see that there is a lot of stuff. From my experience, the shelves are always full. So here we have some of the Harry Potter figures, and there is a lot of them. And Funko Pops. I don't know why, but Funko Pops are here extremely popular. I mean, look at these big ones of He-Man and Mandalorian and even Batman. I mean, there are a lot of Funko Pops here, so I'm happy for people who are collecting them in my country. Of course, Grogu, there is a lot of Grogu merchandise, and this Mandalorian figure that speaks in German. And this actually is the shelf, and we'll go back to it. This is another Mando Funko. More Grogus. We'll go back to it. Now this is the Star Wars shelf with those vintage figures and the Black Series figures. And here you can see they have Bo-Katan in the back and Ahsoka in front, and here is Chirrut Imwe. But this is what they have from the Black Series. Of course, it's Lando, a peg warmer. And actually they have Tech, and behind him is another figure, and this is Zero. So these figures are still here, so that's cool. But of course, they still have one Lando Calrissian, and of course Jenna from episode 9. Two of those. I mean, these figures were on clearance a while back, and they are again back to this shelf. And some more Star Wars stuff. Lightsabers for kids and more Grogus, of course. Here are some wrestling figures as well, and some Marvel figures and DC figures. But this is what I was talking about before, some Fortnite figures as well. But these Marvel and DC figures, they are, what should we call them, cheaper versions? There is a lot of Batman stuff here, as you can see from the newest Batman movie, but all of them seem to me cheap, you know, I mean not cheap by price, of course. And here is some smaller DC figures, but I don't know, we don't get those McFarlane DC Multiverse figures or Marvel Legends, and here is actually Masters of the Universe part of the store, and I do have that Battle Cat, some vehicles from the same line, and we do get a lot of Masters of the Universe figures here. Here is a Sunman and Flying Fist He-Man. I was really surprised that I found this guy here. I mean, I don't collect these figures, but it's cool to see them. I was collecting them back in the day when I was a kid. Some Dragon Ball Z stuff, some larger figures down here, and some smaller are up here. So these are all Bandai figures, which is kind of surprising to me. So we do get Bandai figures, but not those, you know, quality figures like SH Figure Arts or something like that. Of course, a lot of Pokemon stuff. Pokemon is always popular here in Croatia. And here to the left, we actually do get a lot of Hasbro's Transformers. All kinds of different lines of Transformers, as you can see. Ooh, this Shockwave looks really good. 35 euros. Man, that figure really looks good. And Galvatron as well. These figures from the cartoon looks awesome to me. Maybe it's nostalgia talking. And you can also see here, we are back to that Mando, and you can actually see that there are two prices, because we are transitioning from Croatian kuna to euro. Here we actually have some of these cute little Grogu figurines, And some Star Wars mission fleet sets as well. Back to Funko, this is Batman in Batmobile from the new movie as well. Another great looking one, and these are from Squid Game, and a few more of these Batman Funko Pops, and this one looks cute to me, the Riddler with those big eyes through glasses. I mean, I don't collect Funko Pops, but they do look cool to me with those big heads, but I'm more into articulated figures. And here we have the aisle for all kinds of console games, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. Down there is the Barbie part of the store. And over here we have some of the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. Here is a big one, T-Rex, with sound features. 61 euro. I don't know, is that too much? I don't collect these. I actually had something like this one when I was a kid, and I did collect dinosaurs back in the day in my childhood, but I don't collect those anymore. So let me know if these prices are fine or they are not. So here we have some of these creature figures and lots of different animals, creatures, dinosaurs again, and they are kind of expensive. I mean, they are not articulated and they cost around 20 euros per figure. Some of the Nerf guns, and then a lot of different games, cards and board games. Here we are at the Lego section of the store, and I mean, these shelves are always full, always stacked. I feel like a lot of the new Lego sets, as soon as they come out, they are in stores. So here in Croatia we actually don't have any problems with Lego, with acquiring Lego. This is a large set, a ship from the Bad Batch, the Justifier, a big box, and it costs 172 euros. Here we have some of those helmets that Lego made. They look cool, and some Marvel as well. Some more Lego sets from The Mandalorian, as you can see. 42 euros. Wow. Now this here is a part of the store for model kits, and as you can see, we do get some of those Bandai model kits in their Star Wars line, but they are all vehicles, and they are not in scale with 6-inch figures, of course. But they are cool looking, and it's great for me to see these here on these shelves. Here is an AT-AT for 63 euros. I mean, they look cool, but I kind of hope that if we are getting these Bandai vehicles model kits, maybe we could get the figures as well. Here are some more of these war types of model kits, a lot of different vehicles and weapons and so forth. And you can really see that these shelves are stacked as well. Look at those big boxes up top. A lot of cool model kits to build. I love building model kits, but I can't get all of them. And here is a part with all of the colors and tools and everything that you need for model building. A lot of different vehicles, and I would say that that's it for this first store. So we'll move on to the next one. So we are now going to the second store, and actually here is the kind of a complex of different stores, and Miller, who has toy shelves and who sells a Black Series, if you can find them, is right over here. So we're going to check it out, what they have. So here we are in the second Miller store here in my town, And this is actually the smaller store. The first one was the largest one, and of course some of the Pokemon figures are here as well. Some more of these Lego sets. This is the one from Kenobi show. Looks really good. 53 euros for this set. Death Star Trench Run. Some of the sets from the Mandalorian Season 2. And I mean, as I said before, we have a lot of Lego sets here, so that's good to see for Lego collectors, of course. I'm not one of them. That sport seems like too expensive for me. But here we are in the section where all of the other toy lines should be, and action figures as well. And here we have that Shockwave again, some of the lightsabers for kids, and RC is here as well. But they really don't have that many action figures here. I'm really surprised. Some of these Transformers are here as well, but there is no Star Wars action figures or DC or Marvel action figures. Nothing. Of course, we do have Funko Pops, because as I said, it's popular. And I don't count these figures. These are so bad in not just in the look, but in articulation as well. And yeah, some of the Fortnite figures are here as well. And again, we see this little Grogu set. But as you can see, the shelves are stacked. There is a lot of stuff here, but it's nothing of interest for me, you know. A lot of vehicles as well, and really limited in terms of action figures. And again, those creatures and animals figures, and look at the prices. They are all from around 10 to 20 euros. And here we have the Barbie section, of course. So as you saw, there are no action figures here. So I would say that that's it. We can get out of the store. So that was it for the toy hunting video. There were actually more of these Miller stores here in my city, and I think that we had like 4 or 5 of them, and I did actually go to each location for recording of this video, but in the process I found out that all of the other stores other than these 2 that you saw in this video are closed. There are more of them through the whole country, but here at my city all of the others are closed. So that's a bummer, because I really wanted to show you guys all of the other stores as well, but it is what it is, you know. As I said in the video, I get my figures through online stores and pre-orders, so that's not a huge problem for me, but it's kind of sad to see how this action figure collecting sport is treated here. The first Miller store that we were in is the largest one, and that's kind of the central store. As you saw, the shelves are stacked with a lot of stuff, and a lot of them are from Hasbro, Mattel, of course, but we are not getting those good stuff here, the things that people like you and me collect. So that's what I was talking about in those podcasts that I was on when we were talking about how is it to collect action figures in my country. And so now you saw it. I mean, but imagine a year or two back, I had no option for online purchasing of these action figures. I didn't know about stores like My Hero Store from Germany, Zavi from the UK, or the Man Cave Austria from Austria, or any of those. I was getting my figures either from these local stores, if I could find something there, or from eBay. But now, even though these local stores are closed, the situation got better for me, but because of the online options, you know. As you saw, I would say that the only good thing in these stores, other than they do get the Black Series from time to time, is that they get a lot of Lego sets, a lot of Funko Pops, and it's also good for people who collect those. But I don't collect Lego and I don't collect Funko Pops, so it is what it is. But yeah, that was my first toy hunt video for this channel. And whenever it happens that I visit some other cities in my country, I will try to make more of these kinds of videos, because you never know. You never know. Maybe in one of these stores I will stumble upon some of the figures that I don't have, and we'll see, you know. But for now, this was my toy hunting video. Thank you all for joining me, for walking with me through these stores, and I hope, if nothing else, that this video was entertaining for you, because I'm guessing that most of you guys who are watching this were never here in Croatia. So now you have the experience, you know, how the toy shelves and toy stores, at least the ones that we have here in Croatia, look, you know. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.